you guys have seen a video for you. As you can tell by the title of the video, it is the Hobbs and Shaw film review. Now, the Hobbs and Shaw is basically a spin-off of the Fast and Furious one, focusing on the title characters, Hobbs and Shaw, in other words, Luke Hobbs and Declan Shaw. And this one we're introduced to was his sister, as in Declan's sister, Hattie, and what it is basically also trying to, because she had this thing stuck inside of her, which is like, it's poison, so otherwise, and she's trying to put it away, but obviously Declan trying to protect her, and obviously still got the rivalry between those two, and then they're also chased by this other villain organisation of the film, which is, as they always do in the Fast and Furious films, which is like either organisation, either company. In this case, it's the Etion, which are like a robotic, cybernetic company that turn humans to robots, and one of them is Idris Elba's character, who we find out is actually an old friend of Declan's, who Declan actually shot, and then the entity, they saved him and turned him into like a cyborg. And but it's like a price as well, which is like downside to it being a robot or android is that he starts to have this thing at the back, like that, which is like repairs or something, so a limit. Anyway, so yeah, they're trying to chase that, and then at the same time Hobbs and Shaw are trying to protect Hattie. And then what it is as well, then you also have like a side thing as well, where it's like you find out that about Hobbs, and he has like his own family things as well, his own family problems, which is like, because you see like a photo of like two children, one which is him, and the other was, you find out, introduced to his brother Jonah, and you find out that the reason he doesn't want to go back, find out later on, and so yeah, what it is, and then eventually, like I said, they actually do end up going back to his place and back to kind of the whole back to the roots thing. And then what it is that eventually you find out that, because his brother's still angry at him, that literally punches him, and it's like, and because you also find out that this machine as well, it's like that you can actually transfer it, it's actually been destroyed, so they have no choice but to go back to Hobbs's like hometown, home village or island or whatever, because his brother's the only one who can repair it, and like I said, his brother hates him. But yeah, and then you find out why, which is, as it turns out, is that his dad is actually like this car thief. So he literally like would take his car, steal cars, and make Hobbs and his brothers, because you find out there's quite a lot of brothers as well, like repair the cars and sell it, sort of sense, to highest buyers, sort of things, like dodgy dealings basically. So, and found out, because they found out that, oh yeah, because especially Hobbs, they found out that his dad knew that, oh, he can get them killed, and he was like okay with it. Obviously Hobbs being like angry, and he's the only one who can actually see through it, but his brothers are like all like, oh, he's a god, so since they actually believed him. So then Hobbs ended up arresting him literally, and then went, and that's why his brother hates him, because not only because the father was in jail, but things like, oh yeah, that Hobbs should have been there to provide for them, protect them, sort of sense, but he ran off, so that's why he hates him. But obviously they recollect, and then eventually you have also like, again, like I said, back to basics, sort of sense. So literally, instead of like technology, it's the whole man-made stuff, such as, like the caveman sort of sense, when they made own weapons sort of sense, yeah, like that. They made their own traps sort of sense, and also like you also find out that the way to beat, because obviously Idris Elba, he can actually, obviously it's an android, so you can actually sense the person, or actually in his head that, oh yeah, they're gonna make this move, like counterattack it. But then when they realised if they work together, they can actually beat him, because when literally the one time those two, Hobbs and Shaw, actually worked together, they actually finally did hit together, literally, which is one by one. They realised a lot of damage. That's when they realised better to work together, so they do, and then at the same time Hattie actually transfers the poison back into the thing, so, and then the Ichion, they actually shuts down the thing, and you find out that Ichion, whoever that person is actually knows Hobbs, and he said he'll be back, and he'll be quite surprised who it is. And that's it, that's the review. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention a bit spoilers, so yeah, so what it is that the thing I like is that I've still got that feeling of, you know, family and everything, and going back to the roots as well, and also introduction of like Hattie as well, and you also find a little bit more about, because not only like more about Shaw sort of sense, you know, Shaw family, about them, and having like Declan redeem himself, but also we also have the fact that literally, that's why I'm doing this way, Hobbs as well, like his family, so, you know, like find out he has his own family problems as well and stuff, and he knows how important family is, but obviously he had no choice to run, and I like those, and I like obviously still the action and two other car chases as well, and also as well I like how they didn't, obviously the entity, like I said, Ichion, he knows who Hobbs is and everything about him and his old enemy, and I like how they didn't just like reveal straight out like, oh yeah, it's this person, and they left it like suspense, like, oh yeah, like for like the next Hobbs and Shaw film, so Hobbs and Shaw 2, like that. And the thing I didn't like was how they mentioned Owen and stuff, but I was a bit confused. Do you mean, like, do you mean, because it said, oh, like, there's this line especially, he was like, he was like, you made me kill my own brother, you know, like when they're talking, and literally the last fight, and then that would make me think, like, does that mean he killed Owen? That way, not in the film, or his brother, as in like him itself, like he thought of, you know, Eros Alba. I keep saying like that because I forgot his name, character name. Did you think because he thought Ivan's brother? Do you mean like that, or what? Don't know. But I also didn't like how they, again, like I said, Owen not inside there, like not mentioned really, like, or I think it was mentioned once or twice, but not really properly. Thing I didn't like as well, what was it? I didn't really like, not really too much I didn't like, but yeah, also the fact that none of the like old Fast and Furious characters, they weren't there or like mentioned either. I mean, only one of the things were mentioned, as in the, like, from old Fast and Furious, but not like the actual characters. I would like to have had them actually there itself. You know, some of them there if you can, or it's mentioned, or at least justice for Han. I didn't like how they didn't like have justice for him as well, or anything. They didn't actually, so like Declan paying for like regretting that as well and stuff. I didn't like that how they didn't put that in, because in fact they actually said as well that in the, like, oh, they're gonna have like justice for Han, and because as you know, he was killed in when Declan was actually there, like at the end, and so it's kind of like linked. So like the Tokyo Drift saw like linked to it, where it's like where Han was there another time, and then obviously went back to Tokyo because went to that his last Fast and Furious film, his one, shall I say, and at the end he went back to Tokyo and then got killed, and that's why it has the that end credit scene in Tokyo Drift where Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto is there and says, oh, he wants to race an old friend of his, like that. Yeah, and I would love to have had Declan at least paying for his sins, you know, paying for like killing Han. They didn't actually, because like I said, they actually said there will be justice, but there wasn't, so I don't like how they didn't do that. And also, like I said again, there weren't the other Fast and Furious films, or even this one wasn't actually not just linked, but also the old ones weren't mentioned or anything, and the characters either or anything. So there's a few things I did like, a few I didn't. Yeah, so overall review for this is actually 9.5 out of 10. And thanks for watching, the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the channel for previous videos, and get the bell icon first as well, so you know when my videos, and then also put a comment below as well what videos I want to do. I'll try to do the best I can. And also comment below if you guys have seen Hobbs and Shaw. Do you like it or do you not like it, you know? What do you like and what don't like about it, you know? And who's your favourite character? Just overall what you thought about it. And thank you guys for watching. I shall see you guys next time, where I shall do probably the Spider-Man Far From Home review. If I haven't done already, I'll check, and then if I have, then probably something else. Alright, I'm gonna stop rambling on. See you guys next time. Have you guys the rest of the week. Signing out. Bye.